So is this often how the songwriting process works, where somebody has an idea or a first thing, and then you kind of get together and something develops out of it?
Sometimes, I mean, a lot of this stuff I've been working with, like a really great friend of mine called
Okay.
Bastian, who's Gracias Gold. He's an
Mm.
amazing producer, and a lot of the times we just jam and we just have, yeah, it's quite a fun, I enjoy collaborating quite a lot. I've been collaborating quite a lot recently, and I'm into that.
Well, because I read about Karis that you co-produced the EP with
Yeah,
him, but
yeah.
then also amongst the two of you, you played all the instruments.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Me and my producer, we play everything, together, and he's such an incredible musician,
Hmm.
and so, yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, there's a studio in the label which is really fun that has all these like old synths and stuff,
Mm.
and we just get them all out, and then we're just both like just
Right.
jamming away, and that's like, really fun.
But is it important for you to have this? Well, not good. I don't want to say control, but to be able to play the music because to get to what you have in your mind, is it important for you to
Kind
do
of.
it
I
yourself?
mean, important what?
To do it yourself because you can approximate what you have in your mind maybe closest.
Maybe. I mean, like, it's what I have going on in my head is completely insane
Okay.
most of the time. So it's really difficult to get. I don't even know what's going on in my head. Like I'm kind of like it's pretty intense. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, it is important for me because it's like, again, it's important to have heroes.
Mm.
With playing wise, and so I mean, even though I'm not like the best musician in the world, like tone is really important,
Mm.
and yeah, it's like I've started playing piano a lot more recently, and I'm not really a great piano player, but it's like there's a certain way that I like to play that makes sense to me and stuff. But my producer is an incredible piano player, and he's really inspired me to try and be better.
But do you notice then now, because you are developing your piano skills, that the songs turn out a little bit different, that you start writing from a little bit of
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
different...
yeah. Well, it's like I spent a lot of time in LA, and I remember one writing trip. I just got there and got to my friend's house, and yeah, wrote this piano, this song that I ended up finishing with another friend. But sorry, uh, but it was inspired by the piano playing style of my producer.
Okay.
So it's like I'm trying to get more interesting with chords,
Hmm.
and yeah, I don't know.
And, well, another track that you have out now is I Got You.
Yeah.
So, and with Greg's Love, are you now working towards an album?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah,
So what can you tell me about it? How far along are you?
we've got lots of songs. We've got lots of songs. I mean, so yeah, we've got lots of songs, and we're probably close to. We're close. We're close to going in and just getting it done. But I'm really excited. There's some really fun songs there, and yeah, we're just a couple of months, I think, away from.
Okay.
I mean, who knows.
But
But yeah, I want to. Yeah, we're making a record.
but
For sure.
to get this first full album out, is that an important kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. It's like, again, it's like when I think of records like, like Maggot Brain, Funkadelic, or There's a Riot Going On, Sly and the Family Stone and stuff. It's like a piece of work.
Mm.
And I guess nowadays it doesn't really matter because it's just tracks. People are like, oh, I like this track, I'll listen to it on Spotify or whatever.
Mm.
But I just like, for me, the idea of it having some kind of like shape and form,
Mhm.
like a sculpture or something, that,
Something tangible.
yeah,
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned this because to round off then, because part of the quote that I wrote down that you said that you felt it was important to have heroes was also we need more of them and people forget that.
yeah.
So how come is it part of that kind of
Well, people,
instant gratification culture and
yeah, I guess I guess now everything's sort of flattened. It seems like everything's flattening out, and no one's sticking out. Not, you know, for me, like, or when I talk about heroes, I talk about people that stick out. You know, like a sore thumb. That they believe in. They just have a vision. You know, that's completely their own.
Right.
And that was why we're so lucky. You know, in the past, there's people would give money to people that you clearly saw that they had some kind of vision, you know, and a talent, and now I don't know, it's really exciting time to make music because, you know, everyone's chopping up bits, you know, we're all looking like crazy collages because we're just cutting up everything and sticking it on ourselves, and that's really interesting. But at the same time, a lot of people, I don't know, just try and I don't know, I don't want to talk negatively.
No, fair enough. No.
You know, it's just important to be different, I think, whatever that means.
So with this in mind, and then this is maybe a little bit of a grandiose of a question, but what do you hope your music will do? Well, I often ask about the definition of success. So for you, when you release the album, what for you will make the album a success?
Oh God, I don't know. I guess when you make something nowadays, it's pretty terrifying, and it feels a little bit like throwing like a teacup or like a thimble full of water like into the sea.
Right.
But I guess you gotta hope that there's like little boats or something that will just.
Sure.
I don't know.
But do you think about this while writing?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I guess when you make something and you show it to the world, you kind of hope to people that like things, like similar things, will gravitate towards it. You know. For me, you know, it's like it'd be. So even if it's just one person, just if I could, I don't know, somehow make something that made someone else feel good about themselves or think about their lives, or I don't know.
Last question then.
Sorry.
No, that is fine. The last question: do you have an album title in mind yet?
Oh no, not yet. But that's. It's weird. I'm generally quite bad with titles, but then sometimes I have some good ones, and then, you know, if you have a really good title, that's a really great way of writing a song. You know? But not yet. I'm still we've only just finished this second EP, so so yeah, no, not yet.
Marcus, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.